Hello, I hope you're having a good day. Today we'll watch the movie called Teleios. A spaceship heads to Titan to retrieve a vital cargo for mankind. But upon arrival, the crew faces the mysterious death of the previous mission and tries to understand what really happened. In 2015, scientists on Earth managed to alter a human embryo. 5 years later, these alterations began to be sold. Children born from this process possess enhanced intelligence and perfect looks. By the year 2038, the first generation of genetically modified humans, named after the company behind the method, Glencrest Labs, GC, reach adulthood. 10 years later, the GCs are sent on a space mission due to Earth's deteriorating climate. On board the ship Teleios, as they approach Titan, the crew exits suspended animation and receives a message from Earth. Flight Director Nordum expects them to handle the mission brilliantly and promises further contact. Data from the past 3 years shows rising methane levels and seismic activity, which, however, shouldn't stop Teleios from docking with its mission goal, the Atramata's ship. They soon find it and remotely access its records. The Atramatas stopped responding to communications 3 years ago. Apparently, its crew perished. The Teleios was sent to retrieve a substance humans had extracted on Titan for 2 years, a carbon-sequestering catalyst, vital for restoring Earth's atmosphere. Iris Duncan checks the last messages from Atramata's captain, in which he states his crew is ready to return to Earth. However, Dr. Orson expresses outrage, claiming sending GCs to fix these primitive fools' mistakes is absurd. But the others disagree. Also, Atramata supposedly has a robot called Lulu, who was meant to do all the dirty work. But first, they must extract its memory to find out exactly what happened in Titan's orbit. The Atramata's life support is still stable, but the captain's log includes a disturbing entry about onboard violence. Eventually, the Teleios docks and the crew boards the Atramatas. Iris quickly notices the ship's internal protocols were changed, so they must bypass the codes to open doors. Loud rock music blasts inside, and they must reach the bridge to turn it off. A robot approaches, and the GCs shoot it, unsure what to expect. It becomes clear the black box is missing, and that the hydroponic bay's plants have overgrown, turning the greenhouse into a jungle. There, Commander Linden finds Lulu, who reports one crew member is still alive, Travis O'Neill. The GCs find him in a pod, but the man won't answer and seems messy and unstable. The cargo container is also missing. Its tracking system was shut off, so its location is unclear. Little is known about Travis. He's a junior engineer, lacks military training, and has average academic records. He shows mild malnutrition and appears poorly groomed and rested. He won't answer Linden's questions, so Linden assigns Iris to get the astronaut to talk, as she has a psychology degree. Meanwhile, the doctor finds Lulu's memory has been entirely wiped. Meanwhile, sparks begin to fly between Chris and Emma, despite crew relationships being discouraged. Later, Iris tries to get Travis to talk. She feels something awful happened and sympathizes with him. He's lost loved ones and was left alone with a robot. Suddenly, Travis reacts to Lulu's name. The astronauts notice the android has sexual traits, which is rare in robots. It turns out Travis added them. Iris suggests letting Lulu near Travis to see if his behavior shifts, but he escapes the pod, taking the doctor's rifle. Armed, Travis roams the ship and points it at Iris in the cargo bay. Linden arrives and reminds Travis the rifle is fingerprint locked, so he can't fire it. Meanwhile, Emma and Chris find files in the ship's database showing brutal robot fights. Chris remarks that normal humans still crave violence, so it's no wonder the crew went mad. Later, Iris recalls the paintings in the cargo bay walls and realizes Travis wanted her to notice them. They let Lulu see Travis, and they watch as he whispers in Chinese to the robot and kisses her. Iris steps out and finds the doctor, who doesn't remember why he came. She's stunned, since GCs have perfect memory, and also notices her hand trembling. She asks Lulu to translate Travis's words, and Lulu says he told her that, even if they can't always be together, he's with her in thought. Iris returns to Travis to express her surprise over his relationship with Lulu, since she's a machine. He seems insulted by that comment. The astronauts realize they only have one way to find the cargo: getting Travis to talk. The doctor suggests using physical force. Later, Emma asks Chris to fix her shower, and when he arrives, they become intimate. Meanwhile, Iris checks footage and finds Travis also speaks Russian. Suddenly, the ship shakes and the cargo bay's outer door opens by itself. Lyndon and Chris rush in, which triggers an emotional outburst in Emma, unusual for a GC. Meanwhile, the men manage to close the doors and return to their quarters, but Chris suffered hypoxia, and the doctor says he needs time to recover. Yet he suddenly realizes he doesn't remember how long that recovery should take. Lyndon is shocked to see primitive instincts taking over the GC's minds and chooses to act decisively. Afterward, Iris tells Emma that Travis studied Chinese and Russian and also read Tolstoy. Emma admits her mother is from eastern Ukraine and that she grew up memorizing entire sections of War and Peace. Then, unexpectedly, a conversation about the meaning of existence begins, surprising Iris once again. Meanwhile, contact with Earth is fully restored, and the team receives a renewed order for their mission: locate and retrieve the cargo. Everything else is secondary. Lyndon notices Emma's overly emotional behavior and orders a medical exam. When Emma leaves, the commander urges Chris to control himself, to which he replies his aggression has grown. However, the doctor finds no anomalies in Emma. Meanwhile, Iris finds a log entry from the former crew, discussing the cargo and the idea of discarding it. She realizes the ship was moved closer to Titan's atmosphere before twos arrived. She suspects the cargo isn't what they were told. Iris steps into the corridor and, under ultraviolet light, sees chemical formulas on the walls, showing water-based compounds reacting with a foreign substance in the cargo bay. Travis wasn't aiming at her, but at the panel behind her, where the water filtration systems are. Whatever the substance is, it taints the water. The cargo may be dangerous to humans, but Lyndon doesn't believe her. Travis starts talking to Iris. Their ship, TOOS, means perfect and was named for its flawless crew. He believes its true purpose is to destroy flawed humans. Meanwhile, Chris suggests the cargo may have fallen into Titan's atmosphere and they could find it using coordinates. Lyndon orders the doctor to torture Lulu while Iris urges Travis to reveal the cargo's location. The doctor begins dismembering the robot. When he reaches Lulu's last vital function, Travis breaks down, gives them the tracking codes, and begs to fix her. Lyndon rushes to Emma's cabin and pulls Chris out, urging him to focus. Later at the coordinates, the GCs find a rectangular object made of alloy. Lyndon and Chris prepare for a recovery flight. Meanwhile, Travis confesses to Iris that he tried to forget everything. He ejected the cargo and the bodies into space and wiped the ship's records, including Lulu's memory. But he couldn't erase his own. He kept seeing death and massacre, flashing back to those moments. Back then, they were celebrating their return when suddenly an astronaut started choking. A drop of the Titan substance had tainted the water, making it lethal. They contacted Earth, warning of the danger, but Nordum revealed the cargo bay had a water filtration system designed for that substance, patented by Glenn Crest Labs. They knew the Atramata's mission all along. Opinions clashed. Travis stayed quiet while those opposing the return of the substance were killed by those seeking profit. In the end, Travis killed the last survivors one by one. The GC creators wanted to wipe out ordinary humans. Iris walks away as Travis repairs Lulu. At that moment, the crew gets one final message from Nordum, who admits he knows about the emotions invading them. Their DNA had a protective code that mutated, causing irreversible effects. Now, back on Earth, the GCs hunt normal humans for their blood, which temporarily keeps them sane. But soon, they'll all lose control. The connection cuts off and the GCs realize their only chance to survive is replacing their blood with Travis's, hoping Earth finds a cure before they return. But doing so would kill him. Chris and Lyndon come back with the cargo. After discussion, they all agree to take Travis's blood, It's their only chance. The doctor starts the procedure, but Emma says he plans to kill them all. She saw Sun Tzu quotes on his tablet. Iris suddenly realizes it wasn't Travis who killed the crew, but Lulu. The GCs rush to the infirmary just as the robot kills the doctor. Finding his body, the GCs sweep the ship. In one corridor, Emma suddenly confesses her love to Chris. He hesitates, unsure how to reply, and Lulu kills Emma. Chris follows the robot, confronts it in the cargo bay, and after a brutal fight, Lulu kills him. Meanwhile, Travis finds Iris and shoots her, but Lyndon intervenes. Lulu arrives to save him, but a wounded Iris shoots the robot. Lulu burns from the blast. Lyndon restrains Travis while Iris prepares a syringe. When urged to hurry, she injects Lyndon instead. As Lyndon dies, Iris tells Travis she's a first-gen GC. Their success rate was 97%. She belonged to the unstable 3%, deemed defective. But she learned to cope, so the mutation didn't affect her. She won't kill Travis. He said he didn't alter Lulu physically, meaning she added sexual traits herself to feel closer to him. Iris suggests Travis take Lulu and return to Earth aboard the Twos. She'll stay behind, afraid of losing control and becoming dangerous. She asks Travis to tell humanity what happened out there in Titan's orbit. The Twos heads for Earth as Iris programs its full return to Titan. A prolonged and confusing mix of genetic alteration, space travel, robot romance, and crew conflict leaves entirely unclear what the director meant to convey. Hope you enjoyed the video.